Hey Taurus, welcome back to Love from Leo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as Love from Leo, and today is your December 2019 reading. So throughout your December, you're going to be focusing on the Leo energy. So if you have some ties to Leo, or if Leo is heavily placed in your chart, then maybe this is the parts of your life that's going to be expanded. This month is going to be time for you to shine, time for you to kind of step into your own spotlight and be noticed for the things that you've been doing throughout these past months that maybe you haven't been getting noticed for. So in the past, you were dealing with the Five of Cups energy. Five of Cups is kind of pitying yourself. I want to say it's like the pity party type of card. So you didn't have the courage to leave something alone mentally. Like you kept thinking about something. You couldn't get over something or someone. I think you're like, oh, I don't know why I can't stop thinking about them. I'm in love. Ace of Swords, it's like you want clarity, you want truth, but the truth is you just can't stop thinking about this person. And I think it's because you haven't yet mastered the art of putting in something and then letting go. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just like forcing something, just put in the work and then watch it grow from there. I think you had an issue with trying to force things. Maybe you were trying to rush things with the person and they weren't on that same level. And then when you found that out, you were really hurt. But in reality, it's like you guys just met and that's why they weren't on the same page as you. So let's see who this person could be with. For those of you who are going through that type of situation, a Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. So a Cancer and a Taurus. I would say it's different energies, but water and earth go together as far as like the temperament of the personality. So maybe you guys work out well together, but at the same time, there's some issues that need to be handled within that relationship, and things just look kind of complicated because I think you're trying to be logical about a situation, but you're not being truthful about it, and then they're being sappy or maybe they're being emotional, and you don't really know how to deal with it. So it's a lot of stuff happening, but it's really hard to actually commit to that course of action because, you know, sometimes it's just not as easy as it sounds to do certain things when it comes to relationships. So what should you do? Six of Swords. So whatever you are going through with this person, you have to realize that there are parts of the situation that are going to be really hard to go through or move through. I think this card is just kind of suggesting that you try to work with energy, so flow with it, try to be harmonious with whatever is being presented to you so that you can actually get to the next point. And then maybe later in the future, you can kind of voice your opinion about how you felt things should have went or something like that. But right now, you just need to get to point B. The focus is on that. So the transition is very important, but you have to actually be willing to transition. So let's go ahead and just move into your present energy, which is your December. So Two of Cups in reverse. So Taurus, I definitely feel like you're losing some type of connection with someone that you feel passionate about. I don't know what's going on. It's like during this December, for all of the signs, it's either you're falling in love or you're just completely breaking up with somebody. There's no in between. Like, things are just really sketchy. King of Wands. So if you are with a fire sign, maybe this person is just being too dominant and you can't handle it right now. Or this could be saying that this is you and it's like you're just trying to put your best foot forward, and I feel like you're outgrowing the situation. So you're moving on to something else. Six of Cups. You've made somebody your ex, or you're moving on from somebody. I think you still cherish the memories and things like that, but you're not interested in pursuing something more with this person. There could have been a third-party situation, or maybe just a socializing situation where things just looks a little sticky. And I'm just looking at the cards here. Well, hopefully this isn't happening in this December, but it is in the December part. So maybe you guys are doing this now, but I kind of feel like this is the lead up to you guys breaking up. So not necessarily that it's happening now, but this is why you guys are not going to be together during December. Who is this person with? We do have fire energy. It doesn't mean it's a fire sign, but it could be someone who has a fiery personality, or maybe combative or passionate, loud. Yeah, the Leo card. So maybe you're with the Leo, Taurus. Definitely fiery energy. It's fixed fire. So that flame is not going anywhere. Maybe that's why you have to move on. A Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Yeah, so this person is bold and you know it. This person is very dominant. Even if they are a female, they have like a masculine type of approach to situations, and they really magnify and amplify the situations that are at hand, whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it affects your lifestyle, and I think you're just ready to be done with it. Even though you have so many good memories with this Leo or this fire sign, or this person who's the spotlight in your life. But now you're like, you know what, let's do something different. So for those of you who are still trying to debate or figure out what you need to do about this person, let's just go ahead and see what the cards have to say about what your course of action should be during this December in regards to this person. The Hierophant. So Taurus, this is your card, you know, when it comes to tarot. The Hierophant is about structure, building this foundation that is stable enough to sustain anything that you are trying to maintain. Does that make sense? So it's the platform of which you conduct and produce things. It's the platform that you stand on, the foundations you stand on, your morals. It could be your marriage. It really just depends on what part of life that this means for you. But being that you are a Taurus, I definitely feel like this is just saying this is about you and your desires. So pick what you desire. Pick the things that you feel like go with your life. If this person that you're with doesn't coincide with whatever your morals are or your beliefs are, and it's just too much to try to make it harmonious, then let it go. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to force something. And the same goes for the other person. Energy is transferable, so it could be saying the other person is feeling this way. But the point of the matter is both of you guys are fixed signs, being that the Leo is fixed fire, and this person is very fixed and adamant about their ideals, their vision, the way that they see things, the way that they feel about things. And you being Taurus, which is, you know, fixed earth, which is, you know, being stable and consistent and determined on one certain vision as well. I think some of you are just not going to be able to get past this milestone with this person, and others of you will get through it, but it's going to be very tough, and there's going to be a lot of tense situations because you guys butt heads a lot because you're both fixed on what you believe. Be aware of that. It's probably not going to be easy if you try to keep this going. For those of you who are just trying to let it go, it's probably the best thing that you can do in this situation. Your future energy, Taurus. So we have the Fool's card, which is symbolization of the Aries energy. So I definitely feel like in the future, you let this person go. And so because of this, there's a whole new journey that is awaiting you. Your freedom, your independence. So kind of think of it as when you graduated from high school and you left your home. You know what I'm saying? That first sense of freedom, independence. That's the energy that you're in. And I think this is how you're feeling separating from this person in your life. What are you going towards? What are you being pulled towards, Taurus? And again, this is for your future, so this is, you know, geared towards your January. Knight of Swords in reverse. So some of you may be moving towards fast communication, but some of you may be saying things and getting things off of your chest. I feel like a lot of you are kind of stepping into this energy where you're being real about what you're feeling. And so for some of you, that means you don't have a filter. So that could be dangerous, or that could be something that's really good. You're not going to be caring about the consequences. So again, that's good and bad. It's definitely playing off of that fire energy that you were supposedly leaving. So it kind of makes me ask you, why did you leave this person if you're going to become them in the future? So make sure you're not becoming the bad aspects of this person. And if you are using some of their traits, make sure it's something that's actually positive to whatever you're doing in your own life. So for those of you who are going to be expressing something, who is this going to be toward? So we have an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Or you could be expressing yourself to a Aquarius, Pisces, or Taurus. So lots of different, you know, signs here. So you could be expressing yourself to lots of different people. I kind of feel like you're expressing yourself to those that you just feel like need to be set straight, or you need to just let them know how you really feel, because things have just been kind of awkward lately, or at least not, things haven't been as honest as they could be. Prince of Wands, which is mutable fire. So if you've been just kind of like lingering in this energy of complacency or stagnant energy, you need to be trying to think ahead or above something. Think about your future. What do you want? Like, you don't have to think about all the details or how you want it to look or all the little small details of the situation, but you definitely need to start like creating some type of blueprint towards what you see yourself having. Lack of motivation is starting to set in your January because you've gotten over the hardest part of whatever you're working on. And you've been dealing with this since at least June, you know what I'm saying? And so now you're kind of moving into this energy where things are getting better, but when things get easy, people start to get comfortable. And when you start to get comfortable, things start to get kind of weird because things have to start popping off, you know? Things can't just stay too easy. So make sure, not that you're creating challenges for yourself, but make sure you're actually challenging yourself to be better than who you were the day before. Does that make sense? So don't put obstacles or manifest bad situations, but just challenge yourself to be better than the person you were before. That's your goal for January 2020. There's a lot that's going to be happening in 2020. I feel like lots of transitions. At least for this sign, I feel like it's not going to be too drastic, but I do feel like it's going to be something that you can cherish. It's something that you can value. So the change is going to be noticeable, but it's not going to be something that's going to make you feel uncomfortable or out of place or out of whack. It's something that's going to make you feel comfort and security for a lot of you. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you would like to see more content like this or other videos that I have on my channel, there's definitely some more things for you to find on this channel. Just subscribe. Like this video if you want to see more things like this. It helps me out so much. And oh yeah, contact me at lovefromaleo@gmail.com if you want a private reading. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, Taurus.